Good morning, everyone. How are you? It's me, Corey, the face of Koa. I thought I'd come on because I've just been spending the morning doing some prep for my business, and I was feeling just so invigorated and excited about things that are coming up. If you're following me or getting my newsletter, or you've looked at my events on my website, or wherever you follow me or wherever you check out what I offer, you'll see there's lots of exciting stuff coming up. So I have my usual aerial sound baths. There's also going to be sound and chocolate. That's a very special workshop that we're doing at the Salisbury Centre, myself and Laura. There's still spaces left on the aerial sound baths and the chocolate and sound event, so check that out. You can find all that information either in my link tree on Instagram, on my website, on the booking page, or you can go to Eventbrite Conscious Yoga. Yes, so that's just really exciting, and especially the sound and the chocolate workshop. I've never done anything like that before, and we are literally going to be pairing chocolate that Laura has very carefully selected with. And this isn't just any chocolate, this is craft chocolate, right? Okay, just to be clear, really, really fancy chocolate, if you want to put it that way. So we're going to be combining different chocolates with different Tibetan bowl sounds. And we're working with the chakras. So it's really exciting. So it's a really immersive experience. So we've got that coming up, and lots of other fun stuff when it comes to the aerial sound, bath and yoga, and obviously chocolate experiences. Then with David Palacios, maybe you listened to us live last night when we talked about our 4-part workshops, kind of working through the seasons or moving through the seasons. We are inspired by the year of the horse, but we're also working with the different seasons and different kind of anchor points in the year. So the first one is the 20th of March. That is spring equinox. The next one is the summer solstice. We're then moving into autumn and winter. They can be booked individually or as a pack of 4. And there's some amazing deals if you go to Eventbrite and have a look, or go onto my booking page, or get in touch with me. And you can, if you want to avoid booking fees, by the way, just get in touch with me. I know booking fees can be really horrid. And for that particular package, we also do a payment plan, particularly if you're booking all 4. Yes, so that's really exciting. Again, something new. I feel this year, I'm feeling really the power of the year of the horse and inspired to try new things. I mean, you'll know if you've worked with me, I don't like to get stuck. I'm constantly evolving and bringing in my learning, but also collaborating with others and doing new things. So this feels like a really exciting year. So yes, that one is breathwork and somatic movement. If you joined us last time, you'll know that and if you haven't, you can expect a really helpful introduction, just a little bit of an introduction to the nervous system and breathwork, being held by myself and David in a trauma-informed and supportive way. You'll be in choice throughout, and there'll be a combination of, first of all, starting with some somatic movement that's led by me, where I'll have a beautiful playlist where you get to move, shake, do whatever you want to do. It's all completely led by you and your body, your soma. And you'll be completely in choice. So if you just want to lie down for that hour, you lie down for that hour, okay? But it's a great way to just release and shift and come into the body in a really organic way. And then we flow into the breath work. And David will take the time to speak to each of you individually and support you so that you're ready for that journey of breath work, especially if you're new to it. So it's a beautiful experience. What else? I feel like I've got loads going on. 2 mindfulness retreat days. These are regular ones I do with Sharon Nielsen. These are at the Restoration Yard. Our next one is in April, and then we have one in October. It's a beautiful day of really immersing yourself into what it means to be present in the moment, what it means to be mindful. So you will get a whole selection of things. So it'll feel like a retreat day for you. It's a really beautiful restorative day. So if you've never been to the Restoration Yard, it's in the heart of Dalkeith Country Park, and we have a beautiful loft space. You will experience a sound journey, somatic movement and drumming, forest bathing, compassion practices, meditative practices. If I can get that out. oh my God, just so many things. It's going to be a real experience. We always also weave in poetry and themes. And again, it's trauma informed, so you're in choice. And again, you're really held in supportive ways. I don't collaborate with people that I don't feel I truly respect, admire, and trust. Yeah, one of the things that I like to tick off my list is, do you understand what trauma is so that we can support people in the best way we can? And do you understand what it means to work in choice, where people can choose what they'd like to do or not do so their nervous system feels regulated? So yeah, that's going to be gorgeous. Really looking forward to that. There's still spaces there. What else? Oh my gosh, I feel like I have a whole list of things. I've got my, of course, Surrender series is running at the moment. I restarted this year. I'm so excited about that. Tomorrow is my Reclaiming the Body workshop, and we're working in going inwards. I'm going to be bringing the skills that I have around restorative and yin yoga. We're going to be doing some somatic breath work. We are going to be really working with going inwards and noticing what is happening inside. How can I find more regulation in my nervous system and more balance by having more awareness and more understanding of what's happening for me in my body? And in fact, each of the workshops, that's the kind of running theme. How do I regulate my nervous system? So as part of the Surrender series, there's the Reclaiming the Body workshops. They're once a month. So I've got one this Saturday, and then the way it worked out with booking spaces and stuff, there's one next Saturday. That's from 10 till 1. So it's 3 hours of really being held, supported in a women-only trauma-informed space where we explore different practices in an experiential way on how we can regulate and balance our nervous system. So far, they've just been beautiful, these workshops. So I think I have one space left for tomorrow. So if you'd like to book, you need to contact me. Eventbrite has I'm having issues with it. And I don't think you can book onto this one anymore, but you can contact me if you'd like to attend. And the other workshop that I have as part of the Surrender series is Find Your Voice. That is a 2-hour workshop on a Thursday, again, generally once a month. Although this month was kind of skipped for lots of reasons. It's March and then we come back in April. Anyway, the dates are on my website. But it's 2 hours where we work with the voice. And this is about working with, how can I express myself? How can I build more confidence, more boundaries, more self-awareness so that I can verbally be heard and feel I'm being witnessed and understood, but also internally feel regulated in my nervous system, grounded and anchored, so I'm able to use my voice in an assertive and powerful way. So we're working with, obviously, the autonomic nervous system. We're kind of pivoting between the different states that we have there, the rest and digest, the threat state. We need both, and they can be healthy and unhealthy, or helpful and unhelpful in different ways. We're working with that wonderful vagus nerve that can be stimulated to really allow us to feel more connected to our voice and express ourselves. And all of these workshops can be booked on a standalone, or you can book a block of 4. If you're booking a block of 4, you can choose the dates that you'd like to attend. I'm happy to do that. Originally, I was saying you kind of need to do 4 in a row, but actually you can choose the dates. This is women only, of course, as well. Yes, so there's a help. I'm either at the Salisbury Centre. So yeah, get booking if you'd like to attend. The Find Your Voice workshops are pretty much full. There's still a few spaces up until May. And the Reclaiming the Body, there's a few spaces left. So yeah, get booking in. Then, of course, at the Art and Spirituality, I'm doing my monthly trauma-informed somatic workshops for women. There's wait lists for all of them. Thank you, everybody, for booking in. Honestly, I'm always so grateful and humbled by that. They each, again, have an individual theme. They are free because we get amazing funding from some amazing investors. The wonderful Giada Gaslini from Art and Spirituality does all of that. And I'm very grateful to be part of that. So that's every month. And again, different themes. And again, you'll get the idea, right? As you work with me, it's all about nervous system regulation, finding more balance, being more aware of symptoms that come up and how we can manage them in healthier ways, knowing that life is bumpy and it's not suddenly going to be perfect, especially not just because you attend a workshop. But it's important to think about, what resources do I have, and can I create a toolkit, which is what I always hope when you attend my offerings, that you kind of pick things that work for you and use them. And and are able to create a toolkit that works for you for moments where you are struggling, where your maybe energy is low, or you're having a bad day, or your nervous system's just off sync, or maybe you're dealing with trauma symptoms, being a trauma survivor myself, or, I know what that feels like. So yes, that's the whole intention. Okay, what have I covered? Mindfulness retreat, somatic workshops for women at the art and spirituality, the surrender series, aerial sound baths, somatic movement and breath work with David Palacios. I truly feel like I'm missing something, but let me think. Oh yes, astral travel. Ooh, astral travel. Sometimes when people hear astral travel, they're like, oh my goodness, what is that? It sounds wild and wacky. So myself and Giada did a really beautiful and powerful workshop on astral travel, bringing the world of shamanism and nervous system regulation together. And it was really wonderful. And everyone was like, please do another one. So we heard you, and that is what we're doing. And so we are offering another one. Again, check out dates and everything else on my website, on my bios, or get in touch with me. I answer all the messages I get. I'm always grateful when people get in touch with me. I'll never get to the point where I go, I just won't answer that. So get in touch if you have any questions, or you want to be added to my mailing list where you get a monthly kind of newsletter of all my offerings. Please do that. I feel like that's everything I can think of. I've probably missed something, and I'm so sorry if I have. I'm just taking a moment. Honestly, my menopausal brain, this week in particular, it's been really giving me a hard time. Well, my whole body, actually. The menopause has really been a struggle the last 2 weeks, I would say. And if you've been following me, you'll know that I've shared a little bit about that. So let me just take a moment to reflect. I should have really prepared and done a sheet, but I like to come on live and just share what I'm thinking and be fluid and open and not really overthink anything. So yeah, mindfulness, surrender series, somatic movement and breath, astral travel, somatic workshops, aerial yoga and sound. Gosh, that sounds like plenty, doesn't it? It really does. Yeah, I think that's all I can think of right now. Keep an eye out. I'll keep advertising stuff and keep you in the loop. Best way to stay in touch with me, or at least to know what's happening, is either follow me on social media if you're happy to do that, or definitely contact me if you're not on my mailing list. You'll get that monthly newsletter, which gives you everything, all the information of all the stuff that you can book, with booking links, with information, with little updates from me. And it's generally just once a month. The odd occasion I'll send an extra one just because something new and special has happened. But that's what you can expect. You're not going to get spam and all that stuff, which I hate. I hate that. One of the biggest things I need to tell you is, if you're attending one of my workshops, particularly the ones that I'm leading myself, you will you will always get a resource after the event. So I usually send out an email with a page full of information about why are we doing this work? How does the autonomic nervous system work? What does trauma-informed mean? A couple of practices, a couple of ideas of things that you might want to try and do, or research that I've found, or things that you can look into, or YouTube clips that I really like that have practices that you can try out, or people that I follow and admire in that field, link to the work I've done. Because I draw on a lot of the professionals that I've trained with and bring their practices into my work because I'm so inspired by it. So you always get that, because my aim really is that when you're in my workshops, I want you to come out of the head into the body and experience it, really experience it. I don't want you to sit there and theorize and think about it for hours. I could talk you to death about the science and everything else behind all this practice that we do, because it is all science, research-based. But I want you to feel it, really feel it. So that's why I give you a little bit of a kind of tidbit of information throughout the workshops. Usually while you're practicing, I'll share information with you, but you will always get information afterwards as an extra resource. So that's where you can build that toolkit and create your own resources that hopefully you can use in your life. Because I tell you what, somatic practices, nervous system regulation, and this integrative style of working with my body, which has included everything from breath work to mindfulness to yoga to more, it saved me. It really saved me. And I don't know how I would have got so far in my life if I didn't have it. Yeah, so that's why I share this, and that's why it's my life's work, and that's why I want you all to feel informed, educated, resourced. That is why I do this work. Okay, I have talked for far too long, but I just really felt inspired. I felt energized. I was feeling good this morning. Sun is out. It's blue sky outside, and I really wanted to come on. If you haven't booked into any of my offerings, I would love you to come to one of them. Maybe even just try one and see what it's like. If you're worried that you might feel a bit uncomfortable or vulnerable, know that we are all there together holding a supportive space. There is no judgment. And the spaces with me, particularly the one-to-ones, are really, as in where I lead it, are confidential. Yeah, that's really important to me. And you can just be you. Be you, and we will celebrate that. It's so important. Okay, I'm going to go. I hope you're all well. I hope you're having a lovely Friday. I was about to say Thursday, it's Friday. I hope the sun is shining where you are. I'm about to go and meet a dear friend of mine, so I'm looking forward to that. And I'm just grateful for the energy today. Honestly, the last 2 weeks have been tough, but today I feel like, I slept well, I feel good. And that's such a gift. All right. Wishing you all a beautiful morning, afternoon, or evening, wherever you are. For those of you that have joined me live, thank you so much. For those that watch this later, enjoy. And let's stay in touch. Let's stay connected. And by you all continuing to support me, and I'm so grateful for that. You allow me to do this work, and you make it possible. So thank you in advance. And if you're booked in for tomorrow, I can't wait to see you. Take care, everyone. Again, it's me, Corey, the face of Coa, in the heart of Edinburgh, on a very spring-like sunny day today. Take care.